I've always been back and forth between North Carolina and Virginia. So I would say maybe like, I remember maybe 7 years of my childhood in North Carolina, and then the rest was all the way, all here in Virginia. But ultimately, music for me, I've always wanted to be a singer for some reason, or just some type of artist, I guess, maybe. And I didn't know I would be a rapper, but I used to always write songs. Maybe I would say maybe 8 or 9. I started to like write songs, but I couldn't sing, so I didn't really get into rap until one of my close friends passed away in like 2012. That's when I really started to like express my emotion through rap and finding beats, you know, to put my lyrics on. And it's just been history from there. The first song I think I wrote was the Chief Keef Understand Me song. So it's kind of funny that I have my relations with Chicago, because I started out kind of with that wave, really, and nobody really knows that. So yeah, music came about for me really about 2012, and I didn't really start taking it that serious until 2016. So definitely at the time where that Chicago wave was going on, Norfolk was kind of going up a little bit out here. A lot of people, you know, the gun violence, just people dying left or right, and me being in that environment and seeing how that affects everyone else and their mindset around me, it enabled me really to kind of, I've always been a kind of person to step back for me to see something. Sometimes it's, you know, it's hard to see when you're inside of it. So I think definitely seeing my environment and how everybody moves and thinks and the way it is in the city, it was real like divided, and I don't know, it kind of all connects in my music. Like it's just a part of my story. I'm, like Herb said before, I'm just a product of my environment, and that's really how I tend to make my songs, even from the emotional ones, from, like you said, the gritty ones that might make you feel uncomfortable, the turn up ones of me just having fun. It's just all artistic and really just, I don't force my music, so I just do whatever my spirit tells me to do at the time. And if that's telling someone else's story or telling a part of my story, it's all the same. And it's really, I try to keep it as truthful as I can. You know, we might exaggerate a little bit here and there, but for the most part, definitely just, you know, being able to see everything going on in the city. My rap name has literally always been Savage for some reason. I think, and honestly, when that, you know, when the drill wave was happening, I think it just, a lot of people in the world gravitated to it. And I also believe I was one of the people who kind of gravitated to that wave. So at the time when I started to make some of my drill songs, it was just like, I'm Savage. That's how I came out. Everybody knew me as Savage. And it wasn't until I got with Mickey and Herb where, you know, Mickey suggested that, you know, I think we need to add something to it. So he was like, what about Pretty Savage? Because that's the truth. And that's something that I've kind of like always heard my whole life is, oh, you know, you're so pretty, or she's pretty. So we just kind of put it together and we stuck with it and we ran with it, and that's my name now. But honestly, I think I want people to see more than pretty. So I think that's why Pretty Savage is so special, because it's like, it's kind of unbalanced a little bit. Like you don't see too many pretty savages that often. You feel what I'm saying? So it's just like they expect most pretty girls to be stuck up. I've always heard that my whole life too, is I thought you were stuck up and this and that. So I kind of like just take pride in being who I really am inside, because I just want to I want people to know me for who I am and not, you know, what they see. Like I want you to read my book, not just look at the cover.